Hi everybody. So I've been getting a lot of requests from people because they're interested in investing or they want to open an investment account, and they've asked me how to go about doing that or what are some of the things you need to set that up. And I'm seriously considering making another video to show everybody. But before I do that, there are two things I want to talk about today. The first is, before you do get to investing, make sure you have an emergency fund. So that is at the bare minimum, like the bare minimum. Make sure you got $500 in an account somewhere. If you want to be more sophisticated with your finances and your emergency fund, if you want to be more more prepared with it, then you want to look at 3, 6, or 9 months of expenses and bills. Figure out how much all it is, your lifestyle, how much it costs monthly, 3 to 6 months, and get that put away. If you really take to another level, then go start to do that for everybody in your household or everybody that you're responsible for. So that's the first thing. The second thing is to have an understanding of your risk tolerance. So this is basically how comfortable you are with losing your investments. It's your attitude towards investing. It's your attitude towards spending. It's an overview of what's best for your lifestyle. This is just overall risk tolerance. When you do a risk tolerance questionnaire, it's a lot of questions. It's a whole lot of questions. So I got a couple of those questions together so that you can start thinking about this or talking about it with yourself or your partner, and really just starting to get the process started, because I know people are ready for their investments. So here you go. These are and it's a lot, so I wrote them down. All right, so here we go. When will you need this money? What is the purpose of this investment? Why are you doing it? Are you doing this for your kids? Are you doing this for yourself? Do you want a retirement? Do you need education? Why are you investing? How active do you want to be with the investment accounts? Are you trying to talk about them quarterly? Do you want to talk about your investments every morning when you wake up? How often do you want to review investment information or talk about the investments that you have? Do you want to be consistently getting small amounts from this account? Like, let's say you open an investment account and you say, every year I want to be able to take so much money out of my account, or I want to never take money out of the account for the next 10 years. How often do you plan on getting money from this account or withdrawing from it? How old are you? How do you plan to handle this money? Do you want to keep it for yourself and use it all up in your lifetime? Do you want to pass it on to your heirs? And if you do, how old are those people that you want to pass it on to? Or when do you plan on using this money for yourself? Let's see. We want to also see, what is your net worth? Is it negative? Do you have less than $250,000? Are you between $50,000 and $100,000 in net worth? Are you less than $250,000, or are you at $500,000 yet, or are you surpassing that amount of money? So what is your actual net worth? All right, then we want to look at, what is the value of your long-term investments? What's the values of your savings accounts, your checking accounts, your tax-deferred retirement accounts, your individual retirement accounts? How much cash do you have? Get an understanding of where you are at with your current finances. We want to look at, what is your level of knowledge in terms of investing? Do you understand how markets work? Where do you get your financial information from? Do you understand what returns are? Do you understand what benchmarks and averages are? And do you like to read graphs? Do you have a good understanding of graphs? Are you a visual learner? Do you prefer for someone to provide you with an analysis or outline or a breakdown? Do you like for people to talk to you about information that they've condensed and modified? How do you like to get your information? What books do you read, and where are you getting your information from? Questions like that. Also, where are we at? We want to look at, what is your annual income? We want to look at, what are your living expenses? We want to look at what type of income you get. Is your income stable? Is your income, is it changing? What is it? All right, we want to talk about, how much did your investments grow last year? Do you have investments already? We want to talk about, what do you expect inflation to be? Do you have an understanding of inflation? Do you know what tax bracket you're in? What tax bracket are you in? We want to talk about, what is your attitude towards risk? Like, how comfortable are you with reaching your goals? How comfortable are you with how your money's going to be growing? So, like, for example, you can say, are you serious or not serious about meeting goals? So, like, for example, if you don't meet this goal, will you be able to afford the house, or will you be able to retire on time? Or you could say, like, for example, if education was your goal, and you could say, well, I want to save for my child's education, but they have a full ride for school. So it's important that I get a certain amount of money because I want to be able to afford their lifestyle or give them items along the way. But it's okay if I don't exactly hit the mark because these things are taken care of. So really understanding how critical it is for you to meet your investment goals. Also looking at if you lost the money, how would you take that? Are you the type to lose sleep if your investments are not making you money? Are you the type to be affected emotionally and down in the stump when your cash flow or your finances aren't right? How do you handle losing money? Having a conversation about that. Also wanting to look at okay, yeah, and how comfortable are you with where your money goes? So your money has to go somewhere in order for it to be invested and grow. But are you comfortable with it being invested in certain religious or political organizations or campaigns? Or are you okay with companies that you may not agree with their products? Are you okay if your money goes there to grow? Do you have religious beliefs that are preventing you from making a certain amount of money off of investments? Or do you require giving and tithing as a part of your investments? Like, what type of attitude do you have towards how you're making money, where your money goes, and what you're going to do with it? All right, so those are pretty much all the questions I jotted down for you. Feel free to run through all of these and just talk through it with people so you can really get an understanding of your risk tolerance before you go to open up those accounts. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good day.